In this video, we're going to be looking at a verbal reasoning question type called hidden four-letter words. So some of this material has been taken from our verbal reasoning book, which you can find linked in the description below, alongside a free PDF with 20 questions of this question type, which you can try for yourself. So let's take a look. So you can think of these question types as kind of like a word search within a sentence. If we take a look here, we can see that there's a four-letter word hidden within a sentence. Now this four-letter word is made from letters at the end of one word and the beginning of the next. And the actual meaning of the sentence isn't important. I mean, it's good to help you with your vocabulary, but it's not what we're specifically looking at in this question type. So take a look at this example. This sentence says, Mum will make pizza for tea. Now somewhere between two of these words in this sentence is a four-letter word. Again, it's not relevant what the sentence is, we're just trying to find this hidden word within the sentence. Now the way that I like to do this is to think of the different options that you could have. So you could have 3 letters in the first word and 1 in the second word. You could have 2 letters in the first word and 2 letters in the second word. Or you could have 1 letter in the first word and 3 letters in the second word. Now, if you look at this diagram, you can see what I mean by that. 3 and 1, 2 and 2, 1 and 3. Now usually if I can't see it straight away, I get my hand as shown here and I just shift in between each of the pairs of words within the sentence. So we'll start with the first word and the second word, which is mum will. And in there you can see if we go 3 and 1, we have M-U-M-W, not a word. If we go 2 and 2, we have U-M-W-I, not a word. And if we go 1 and 3, we have M-W-I-L, again not a word. So this hidden four-letter word is not between word 1 and 2. And essentially, again, if you can't see it straight away, we're going to just repeat that for each pair of words. So you do it again for will and make, you do it again for make and pizza, you do it again for pizza and for, and again for and tea. So in step 2, you can see the answer is actually hidden between the words for and tea, which is the penultimate and the last letter of the sentence. 3 and 1, F-O-R-T, fought. And you can see 2 and 2 is not a word, 1 and 3 is not a word, and hopefully you've done that for each pair of words. Again, if you can't see it already. If you can see it already, it will save you time in the exam, because obviously these questions usually only give you 20-25 seconds when it's within a paper. This technique is kind of like a last resort if you don't see it straight away. So let's take a look at some of these examples I've created for this video. The first sentence that we have is the town gathered for the gala celebration. Again, I would, if I can't see already, I'm going to go 3 and 1. So I'm just going to show it to you like this for now. T-H-E-T, not a word. I'm going to go 2 and 2. H-E-T-O, hetto, not a word. And 1 and 3, ito, ital, not a word. E-T-O-W, not a word. We're going to repeat that again for the second word and the third word. So 3 and 1, not a word. 2 and 2, can't even pronounce that. And 1 and 3, engat, not a word. So you just repeat that all the way through. I'm not going to bore you with doing every single one. In this particular case, we're going to say they're actually between the last 2 words again. And you can see here, 2 and 2. Between the word gala and celebration, you have the word lace, L-A-C-E. So I'm just going to write that here, L-A-C-E. Okay, example 2. I sat at home yesterday and watched films. If you want to pause and go through it yourself, you can go through it. I'm just going to pick a couple of random words just to show you the technique again. So let's say 3 and 1 between these 2 words. Daya, not a word. 2 and 2. Ayan, I mean it's a name but it's not a word. And then 1 and 3, Yand, not a word. If you haven't seen it already, I'm going to show you where the actual answer is. And it's between the words home and yesterday. And you actually find the word eyes. So 1 letter from the first word, E, 3 letters from the word yesterday, and you find the word eyes. And again, I'm going to write this on the side. Example 3. The tutor gave us a riddle that was quite hard, which is something that we do here quite a lot. Take a look again. If you need to pause, you can pause and use that technique to go through each one. Let's pick a couple of random ones again. Let's do this one here, because there are actually some short words there. Sometimes, not very often, but sometimes they can hide the word between 2 or 3 words. So let's have a look at this. Let's say we have AVEU, not a word. Now 2 and 2, VEUS, not a word. Now when we get to this point, we actually do have to cross over more than 2 words. So EUSA, not a word. So bear in mind that can sometimes happen. But in this particular case, the answer is between the word A and riddle. I thought I'd choose a fairly difficult word here. Just again, you're going to need to know your vocabulary to find these words. The word here is arid. ARID. And if you didn't know, the word arid means dry. So you could say the desert was arid. Let's take a look at a couple more examples with some slightly more difficult vocabulary. Again, bear in mind the vocabulary in the sentence is not important in this question type, but it's still useful to help you expand your word bank. The decor exponentially improved the room. Now, there might be a couple of words here that you're not sure of the meaning. Decor means how the room is decorated, and exponentially just means more and more. So pause here and try and find whether you can see a 4-letter word between 2 of these words. The answer for this one is actually between the word decor and exponentially. And you can maybe hear the end of the word decor, you can hear the word core, and that's our actual answer. We take the E from the word exponentially and COR from the word decor, and we end up with CORE as our hidden 4-letter word. So let's take a look at the second example on this page. The choice of music ultimately improved the party. Now, let's pick, just to show you the technique again, let's pick the words ultimately and improved. And we'll go with 3 from ultimately, ELY, and 1 from improved, ELYI, not a word. We'll go 2 and 2, LYIM, not a word. And 1 and 3, YIMP, yimp, not a word. Our answer in this case is actually between the words music and ultimately, and we're going to take 1 letter from music, 3 letters from ultimately, and you have the word cult. CULT. And our final example, the student knew that she should have stopped talking. Again, you can pause, take a look through. In this example, our answer is newt, N-E-W-T, which is a type of amphibian. Can you see where that answer is? So that answer is between the word new and T. We're going to take N-E-W from the word new and T from the word that. And you end up with newt, which is N-E-W-T. Now in some 11 plus papers, for these type of questions, the multiple choice options might be the 2 words that the word is hidden in between. So for example, in that last one, newt, the multiple choice option would be new and that. But sometimes it might just be the word. It's down to you to read it carefully, look at the multiple choice sheet and see what they're actually asking you to do. I hope you found this video useful. Remember, you can download the free PDF with 20 of these questions, which is linked in the video description, alongside our verbal reasoning book, which is also available for download. To watch another video, click somewhere over here, and don't forget to like and subscribe.